Hi everyone, welcome to the press conference. We'll take questions from the broadcasters first, followed by the written guys, and photographers are welcome to take pictures just in the broadcast section, please. So if we can kick off with Andy in the broadcast section, please.
Rory, big week. What have you been saying to the boys to get them in the right place at the end of this one?
I think, it's fairly easy on a week like this. It's obviously, like you said, a big week. I think we're really excited for the game, as we are for any Six Nations game, but Scotland-England, it's always a big one. So yeah, it makes the sort of role of getting the sort of motivation, there's loads there already. It's really easy.
The record is great, you're going for 5 in a row. Why do you think that is, that Scotland have found some of their best stuff in this fixture in recent years?
I'm not sure, it's a difficult one to say. I've only played England last year, that's the only game that I've been involved with, and it was a good performance by us. England are obviously a great team, and it's always got a lot of physicality. There's always, a game that demands a lot from you. So, we're just looking forward to getting into tomorrow.
I was talking yesterday about having calming the chaos and not letting the emotion of this game get the better of you. How much emotion do you put into it to play England, or is it just like any other test match for you?
I think, to be honest, the emotional side's easy for any Six Nations game, and I find it is important in rugby to make sure you put emotion into your actions. But I think, this game, there's so much to play for, so much at stake. Outside of it being a Calcutta Cup, that's something easy to do.
There's been a lot of chat this week about the Scotland pack. Maybe Ireland got the better of the physical battle at Murrayfield, and a lot of people expecting that England might do the same. Do you guys take that personally? How do you deal with that? Do you expect our Scottish back to respond tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it's not something that we use as fuel, or certainly I don't. I think it's something that you should be proud of what you do as a forward pack anyway, and being a part of a forward pack, and it's always an important factor of the game, isn't it? The physicality between the two packs. So it's not something we'll shy away from, but it's not necessarily something that we use. I don't think, like I said earlier, I don't think there's any reason for added fuel.
And yeah.
What do you expect from England, and have you seen them evolve over the last 12 months? Obviously, they've got 2 fly-halves on the field tomorrow.
Yes, seen them evolve. I think they've been a really good team for the last 12 months, and been the wrong side of scorelines up until last week, but they've always been playing against top opposition, and it's been really close games and ones that they've been in it. And I think, under no illusion under what's going to come, they're a top quality side, and it's going to take a really good performance from us to go and beat them.
And the 2 fly-half tactic, what do you make of that?
Well, it worked well for them last week, didn't it? Obviously getting the win against France. I'm not sure. I think both players are outstanding players, and it might be a case of trying to get them both on the field at the same time, and it certainly worked for them last week.
And you mentioned how this is a special fixture. Can you just elaborate on that, what this rivalry means to you?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think, historically it's always been a game that, as a fan, you watched with more interest than others, and now that you're actually playing in it, sometimes you have to take the sort of any moment you can to reflect on the fact that you're actually involved in one now. But like I said, the sort of absolute main driver is obviously it's a Six Nations game, and if we win, we get 4 or 5 points. So that's one of the big ones for me.
It's the psychology change. Now you guys have won so many in a row. Is there almost not an expectation, but more pressure?
No. There's pressure in every Six Nations game to deliver, and we didn't deliver last week, and that's another driver for wanting to put out our best performance possible this week. But every week you play for Scotland, you should want to deliver and put out the best performance you possibly can.
So, just how much of a boost is it to have Finn fit for this game?
Yeah, it's massive, isn't it? I think he's obviously world class, Finn, and great to play with, and really important to us as a team. So delighted that he's fit.
Anything else in broadcast?
Just on that, picking up on that, I mean, how big a difference is he? Because, I mean, Tom Jordan obviously is a serious talent, but how big a boost is that for your chances, do you think?
I mean, like I said, it's a big boost having Finn back. It's so much experience playing for Scotland, and yeah, his talent speaks for itself.
He seems to thrive in this fixture too, doesn't he?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think Finn obviously is plays a lot of his best rugby in a Scotland shirt. He's played lots and lots of games for us now, so yeah, be big having him back.
And on to the written section now, please.
Well, you were injured, I think